What's up, YouTubers? Yeah, what does that look like? Another project is what that is right there. So this is what's going on. We are going to build our own tent. That's right, you heard it. Another project, so I'm going to get to going right now. Our tent is going to be basic. It's going to have a 6-inch air duct on the top. It's pretty much going to run with my other flower tent. As far as I'm going to use the fan that's in the other big flower tent, the 5x10, that's got negative pressure. So what we're going to do is take a 6-inch air ducting from this tent we built here and connect it to the 5x10. The negative air pressure will pull from this tent as well, so it'll be filtering out both tents. So supplies needed. This is the build right here. It's pretty much 3 feet 8 inches going to be wide and 4 feet deep, 7 feet tall. So that's the original plan. I did find these. I wasn't expecting these, so I might throw those in right here, which I don't think I bought enough tees, so this might be done later, but here's the original design. So for this build, you have your supports here, support going across back and support coming back up front. This will be the door area, obviously this front side. So what's going to be needed is 10 tees, 8 of your normal corners, and I usually like to glue mine for solid, but I won't be gluing all the pieces, just some, mainly the bottom frames. So yeah, I'll go through all that, but they didn't have any of the 4mm white plastic sheeting, so this is black. I'm going to use this, and then what I'm going to use is some later on I'll add in some something that's going to help reflect. I don't need it at the top of the tent, just like half where the light is below, so we'll do all that, but main thing is to get this tent up and running. So project will begin now. What we're going to do is cut the main post first, the 7-footers, and then we're going to have to chop out 1 inch for each T-fitting, because those got to be the supports running across. So the more supports the better. If you could throw these in, this is going to make this a lot stronger, because I use LEDs for these, so the LED lights still can weigh anywhere from 10 to 20 pounds, so you got to get some supports in. So alrighty, next step is I'm going to measure these out. I'm going to cut them. Actually, I'm going to cut them 6 foot and 11 inches, mainly because when I make this cut and throw these tees in, that'll put it at 7 feet. So first cuts are going to be the 4 big legs at 6 feet 11 inches. And I'm going to do that real quick. The tool I use, you can even give it a Harbor Freight, one of these. They make cutting PVC a blast. That's it, it'll just cut it instantly. So let me get to marking these real quick, and we'll be in and out of here with this video as we build it. At 6 feet 11 inches. That's these right here. We did 11 inches because we're going to cut each one of them in half, and then when we put the T in, that's going to make up for that 1 inch, so roughly, so it'll be close. So we'll get closely to 7 feet, and then by the time we add this corner and that corner, we'll be right around there. So alrighty, next stage, we're cutting these in half, and then we'll be able to put the T's on. 3 feet 5.5 inches puts it exactly in half, so that's how it's going to roll. That easy. Alrighty, we'll finish these next 3 and be right back. We'll put in the T's to finish connecting them. Now I say do not glue nothing until you fully mock the whole thing up. So just put them all on one end. Should only need 4. Yeah. Anyways, like that. Maybe more than 4. Maybe 8. That. Alright, so that's how we did it. And then we have one that goes on. Pretty much they just go in the middle. So that's how it goes like that. So we'll get this all put together and we'll move on to the next phase. Zoom. Alright, so for now we're going to do the floor. So we're going to cut the 2 pieces at 44. We're going to do them both at the same time. So we're going to cut 4 at 44 inches and then we'll cut 4 at 4 feet. So we're going to start. We're at the tent fully done. Like the stuff I gave you is what's needed. We're gonna add a little bit more. We gotta get another piece, a 10-foot piece. We're gonna put a cross in here. So I'll get all that filmed, and I cut a board out with a hole because we're gonna have this vent cross over to the flower tent, and that's going to ventilate this tent. So we'll do one more update when we get it transported upstairs and all put together somehow. Now we're rocking and rolling. Here's the top. I cut a little board because that's where the top vent's going to go in. That's pretty much it right there. That's the top. Light will be hanging from here. The rest of the frame's built. We'll get into all that here next. And the fun part is going to be squeezing it all into the little room next to the other flower tent and getting it covered. So that'll be next up on the list. There's the roof. It's 4 feet by 3.8, so 44 inches. 3 feet 8 inches. That would be it. We'll see you upstairs. Pretty much the whole frame. Very simple. This is the back of the tent. That's the front of the tent. Will be completely open. I'll have to show you when I get it up there because this won't fit through the doors and stuff to get it to where it's at. So we'll have to take it in pieces. And I'll do the video on as it's going up. We'll try to I'll try to get it best as I can on camera for you guys, but pretty much my list, that blueprint, I'll show it again towards the end. It's kind of self-explanatory, so it's kind of easy to build. Saves you a ton of money. I think total cost on this was $60 for everything. So not bad for a tent, and I'll show you soon here. I have to wait for the girls to wake up before I can go up there and start messing with this. So alrighty, next video will be up in the flower room putting the install in.